Here we go again, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures, guys. And you are joining me on a take 2 of the South Downs Double. Now you may remember, I think it was in December, a few months ago, a couple months ago, I attempted to do the South Downs Double. We managed to go one way, but we didn't quite manage to do the double. It just didn't quite happen that day. I just wasn't feeling quite right. So here we are again to take on the South Downs Double, a nearly 200-mile off-road bike ride with some, well, crazy hills, lots of elevation and lots of emotion to go through. Today I've actually opted for the gravel bike. Now, I don't actually think the gravel bike is going to be the fastest, at least over one way. But however, I do think it might come into its own on the last leg, the final stretch. With lightness being key, I think lightness is going to help a lot. As you can see, I have packed quite light, just a frame bag, a bar bag and water, and that is it. We have 200 miles to ride off-road. This is the second time, so hopefully it's second time lucky and not third time lucky. We're going to go through a lot of emotions. This is the South Downs Double. This is Keep Smiling Adventures. Let's do it. I don't want to jinx it, but like today I just feel really good on this bike. I mean, I'm only 8 miles in, so like I say, I don't want to talk too soon, but I'm just feeling really good. Maybe it's a combination of the sun shining and the weather. Temperature is basically like perfect for this type of ride today. It's not too hot, it's quite cold, but like when you're riding it's perfect, so even more reason to stay on the bike. All right, let's settle into this ride. Let's do it. My definite plan of action for this ride, unlike last time where I was on the bomb track, so my plan of action last time was just get up the climbs and absolutely bomb down them, because, well, the bomb track is great, but it's not the fastest at going up climbs. It'll get up everything, but not the fastest. Whereas today we're on the gravel bike, so it's kind of the opposite for me. Get up all the climbs with a bit of speed, hopefully, because it's lighter, faster rolling, and just try and recover and take it a bit easier on the descent, and hopefully not stack it. But right now, today, so far, the trails have been glorious. They're quite dusty, very dry, which is perfect for this bike. Now, saying that, I have a 42/42 on here, which is okay, but stuff does get very steep on this route, and well, even on my bomb track with a super easy gear, I still sometimes have to get off and hike. But the gravel bike being lighter should even be quicker at hiking. Let's keep going. Quite a lot of people on my really fun hill today, so we're gonna have to take it pretty easy. If I can clip in. Nope, still not clipped in. I see this one-footed then. Hiya. Right guys, so I have got 150 miles to go, so technically we've done a quarter of the way. I'm just going to stop. We're going to have some food because I'm really bad at like eating and riding when I'm doing it. I'll just keep going, all right, I'll eat at this point, and then I never do. So I've got to really concentrate on making sure I eat. So we're just going to have a sausage roll and probably some chocolate, and then we're heading on that way. We've done a quarter. Now, already I will say, although my average speed is around the same, I feel a lot more like in the zone, happier, and just like positive about this ride. However, I will say this bike is way not as comfortable as the bomb track, especially down all the hills and stuff and the rough stuff, because I'm a little bit stiff, but I'm feeling good and I'm expecting some more pain, and we've had a bit of snow. I'm gonna eat. We're gonna crack on. Come on, we got this, guys. It was always gonna happen. It was always going to happen. A little bit of hiker bike. A little bit more hiking. Definitely the further east you go on the South Downs, the less flowy it becomes, and the more sort of kind of really steep hiker bike sections happen. There's maybe like 3 or 4 real brutal climbs going in this direction that I remember. It's currently just gone past 4 p.m. I think it gets dark at like 7:30, maybe even 8 o'clock. So it'd be nice to get pretty close to at least the halfway mark around sunset, but I don't really care. I just gotta keep pushing on and keep hiking up these hills. So guys, I've got 117 miles to go for the whole ride left, which means about 17 miles until I get to Eastbourne, and I'm feeling quite good. I mean, I can feel it in my legs. I can feel that I've probably done like 10,000 foot of climbing and stuff, but I'm feeling good and I'm feeling positive. Obviously, I know I've got a long road ahead of me, and that's fine. It's currently about 7 p.m. so I have maybe like 40 minutes to an hour of sunlight left. It's starting to sort of get low in the sky, but only 17 miles until Eastbourne and we get to that turnaround point. As soon as I get to that turnaround point, I'm not going to sit around too long there. I'm just going to get turned around, because the longer I stay in Eastbourne and on that turnaround point, the more I'm going to linger, the more the demons are going to come out, and the more likely it is that you're just going to bail. So 17 miles until Eastbourne. Sun is starting to get low in the sky, but I'm feeling good. 8.5 hours of riding so far, averaging 10.4, so a little bit faster than on the bomb track. I think by this point I was bonking quite a bit, and I dropped maybe to like 9, so definitely a bit faster this time. Right, 17 miles, let's get this done and let's get to that turn. Come on guys, let's do it. So here we are guys, we are exactly where we ended up bailing. We are in Eastbourne, so that means we have done halfway. I am feeling a hell of a lot better than I did last time. Now, it still took me about the exact same time pretty much, I think. Yeah, I mean, there's a long way to go, like 95 miles to go, lots of hills, lots of tough challenges ahead, I'm sure. I've got to say, the last sort of like 20-30 miles just do not flow. Just like grindy and hiker-bikey, which I will bring on to. It's much easier to hike with the gravel bike, with the Sonder over the bomb track, that is for sure. Now I'm going to eat loads of food, fuel up, and we are going to hit the double section of this. We are going to head back to Winchester. Right, food time. Cheers. Right guys, let's get this show on the road. Got 95 miles to go, all the way back to Winchester to complete the double. Night times are hard. It's when the demons come out, everything's against you, but we just got to keep moving forward. Tonight is going to get pretty damn cold, like below freezing possibly, so just got to keep on moving. Right, this is the double. Let's do it. Don't worry guys, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up just yet. I just wanted to stop for a sandwich, and this convenient train station was here. But it's not all plain sailing. It's been very, very slow going. Mainly because, well, my brakes aren't really working very well. I'm literally able to squeeze them all the way to the bars, and they're like just about sort of stopping me. So going down hills, especially the rocky sections, the steep sections, it's just dangerous. So I'm quite often having to hike down a hill. Like, what's that about? Oh my god, I'm absolutely knackered. I've got about 80 miles to go. I'm gonna eat this sandwich. I'm starving. And hopefully we survive the night. It's getting cold. Well, good morning guys, and you join me on this bitterly cold morning. Got to about -2 last night, but the important thing is we are still going. We are still heading back to Winchester. We are still going. There was definitely some times through the night where I was going, oh God, but what can I do anyway? I'm in the middle of nowhere and we've got to get to Winchester. Now, it was pretty slow going. There was lots of hiker bike. There was even hiker bike downhill because my brakes are basically not working at all right now. I would explain why, but I just can't be bothered. It's just too, my brain is not working right now. We've got the sun coming up and I really cannot wait to get warm. We've got about 50 miles to go, so like I said, it was super slow going last night, but 50 miles to go. We're still going. Just keep moving forward and we will get there. I definitely feel tired. My legs are pretty much dead, but we got 50 miles. We got 50 miles to do. Right, let's continue. Well guys, progress is slowly but surely being made. 30 miles to go. This 30 miles may well be the longest 30 miles of my life. Right now I'm just like trying to stay awake. I'm just super sleepy. So we're gonna crack open the Ginsters. Hopefully that'll wake me up. 30 miles. The next 10 miles I think are quite kind of hard. And we have the big hiker bike up that massive grass hill. But after that, we're on the home stretch. The final 20 miles, 17, 18 miles, something like that isn't too bad. So, oh my God, I'm so tired. Also, my brakes have fixed themselves. Basically, there's a little pin in here that holds this lever so it's in place. See, it's not quite right now because it's still doing this. It shouldn't do this, but all night it was basically stuck in but not actually pressing the brake, so I actually had like no brake, which was just very terrifying. And basically the only way to actually fix it is take the little pin out, clean it, re-grease it so it actually moves in and out properly, because SRAM designed something that just easily gets dirty. Right, Ginsters, and then the final 30 miles. Man, I'm sleepy. Just one more obstacle to overcome in this bloody Mount Everest. Time for a hiker bike. I don't even have the energy to even attempt to ride any of it. Hi sheep. So close, but yet so far. 20 miles. The moment you realise it's done, the job is done. Oh, King Alfred, am I pleased to see you. And it is done. The South Downs Double in a continuous ride. It definitely wasn't fast and it definitely was not pretty, but my man King Alfred is there and we did it. There's definitely a point that you know you're gonna make it. For me, that was just literally at the point of turning around. There was no going back at that point. And then around a few miles before the end, you just get that sense of relief that you finally made it. It didn't go right the first time, but it did go right the second time. Just continue failing until you succeed. This has been the South Downs Double, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and let's keep this channel growing. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next adventure. Keep smiling, enjoy the adventure.